Evening all, welcome to the stream. Just got the map kind of right back at the moment, um, just so you get a better idea of where we are in Britain. Obviously, well in Scotland, so welcome to sunny Scotland. Oh, and I've got my volume up really high. Or rainy Wiltshire, depending on which way you want to look at it, really. I'm not going to spend too much time hanging around at the beginning, so I am going to, because everything seems to be working properly at the moment. Get in there so you can see a bit of detail. Premier in East in Inverness, and I'm going to start it back at the beginning, and we're off. Simple as that to start with. First time it's worked properly, which is good because I've got quite a long way to go tonight. I'll leave in Inverness. We're heading towards Carrbridge, and we're staying. And I probably should have asked Scott, who's the owner, when I spoke to him, how you pronounce it. But it's An-Sealgair, an An-Sealgair bed and breakfast in Carrbridge, I think. Morning, Ed. Or morning, Ed. Evening, Ed. Yeah, I am enjoying it because I just started and my legs feel okay at the moment. Oh, enjoy your ride. That's the right tense, I suppose. Thank you very much. That's a better answer to that question. So, I think this is going to take us along the main road. I'm not sure. You have to do what the trainer says, basically, which is a shame because I think there's, maybe it's not on this bit, maybe it's the next leg. There's a cycle route from the next leg onwards, I think, but it could be, yeah. Because we're heading towards a big national park, the name of which has escaped me. Which, although unfortunately we kind of go slightly around the outskirts, but I'm going to try and force the map. I'm going to have a play with it tomorrow and force it to take the cycle route, because obviously that's the route that we probably take, less cars and everything. This gear feels a bit easy at the moment, but I shouldn't really complain at this stage. I should probably just like saunter along, get some miles under the belt. I should probably also have it in the trainer mode because I can't see exactly what speed I'm doing, and I can just look at my phone to see the rest of it, can't I? There. Otherwise, I'm looking at what you're looking at, which is a little bit time in the past. Whereas I need to be talking about the future. Isn't that 4.4 miles an hour? Well, I'm kind of glad that my legs are feeling good at the moment. Yeah, I think I will step it up a gear. Because there is a little bit of distance to go on this one, a little further than last night. Last night was obviously a recovery one after the long stints at the weekend. This one's kind of back to business. Well, back to business for an old codger like me. Walk in the park for most cyclists, I would imagine. or a ride in the park. Long sleeves tonight. Slightly chilly here. Don't know what it's like up your end, Ed. So, Ed and Anita, because I'm guessing that you'll both be watching at some stage. How are you today? How's your day been? And I can already see on the one thing, having talked to Scott, who was a very nice person, very friendly. Every time that I've rung up any of the places that I am virtually staying at, couldn't have asked for more friendly people. I'm looking forward to the hope of doing it for real, meeting some of these people. So, but yeah, very nice to talk to. Obviously, same boat as all the other people running bed and breakfast and things at the moment. So wish him well. Hope he gets through it in one piece and all of that kind of stuff. He said that he would try and pop in and have a look at it. I gave him the links to the channel and everything. So hopefully he's there. So hopefully he will come and have a look. If you're there already and have a problem with the chat, as some people do, because in order to chat on YouTube, apparently you have to have a YouTube channel, which we found out, Ed and I found out. So, which doesn't take too much setting up, but if you are there and can't chat, nice to speak to you earlier on. Hope all goes well. It's nice to hear, Ed. So you should need a few days like that. I seem to have spent the last few days kind of literally being busy doing nothing, sorting out bits and pieces on the computer, trying to get this a bit more honed. I apologise about, I think it might look a little bit dark on the screen. I turned it up a little bit more, but because we've got the sky behind us, although it's all clouds and things, it kept sort of glaring. I will maybe try and turn it up a little bit more. I don't know, it may just be me, but on the picture that I can see it looks quite dark. And hello Sean, nice to see you sheep. I'm gonna try and do something about that now. I'm going to try and do something about it now and cycle, which is not as easy. Let's chuck that up to +2 and see what happens. Probably blind you. I won't be able to see the picture yet until it comes up. We'll get Mrs. Macaroni to shine a torch in my face. I could. It's getting light outside now, though, isn't it? So I don't know why it is like it is. It's strange, very strange. Well, it's getting better. Let's ramp it up one more. It's got to +3, shall we? That sound a bit excessive? Ooh, that looks too bright. I'm going to have a look at it though, because it looks a lot brighter. You see, the picture that you get onto the computer from the camera looks pretty good. I don't know why it looks so dark here. I'll see in a minute. That's my hand going across, isn't it? I'm watching myself in the past. Too bright now. Yeah, that's definitely too bright. Knock it down one more. Try that one. Right. So from this point, how does that look? You tell me. I need some feedback. I see you saying one before, but I'm not sure where that is now. So how does it look at this point? I went 2/3 back on, I think, what you said, which might be about right. Speak to me, Sean. Help. So Ed says that was better. Spot on. Do you agree, Ed? Is Sean right? If you agree and Sean agrees, then it isn't moving. Simple as that. If anybody else comes in and goes, "Oh, I don't like the picture," tough. We've agreed on it. Right. Stop faffing about. Why do I look a sexy? I got new shorts on, actually. Madison's, my favourite shorts. That's what I ordered, and I couldn't remember whether I ordered the shorts or whether I ordered the liners. Madison's come with the liners, so I have my favourite liner. So I've got 2 pairs of those now. There should be another coming, basically, but and these are my favourite shorts. But my incentive, because I kind of do need another liner, another pair of shorts. Well, if you get the liner, you might as well get the shorts, but I'm not allowing myself to get those until I can fit into a large rather than an extra large, because that'd be waste anyway, because I'm hoping that this is going to shed a little bit of weight and I'll be able to wear my other Madison shorts as well then, which are the same make as these, but they're in a dark blue. I quite like these though. Yeah. What do you think? And long sleeves on today, just because it's a bit nippy, although I'm sure in another couple of miles it won't be so nippy. You like a bit of camo? Thought I might blend into the scenery. I'll just be like a head on a bike. Straight out the pack. They are so comfortable to wear as well. Oh, lost a picture there. Hope that's not a rain issue. It is. Is it actually? I don't know if it is still raining, but so far, all the bits that need to stay dry, as I say, If I had my way, I'd do it for real, and I'd be out in the back garden cycling in the rain doing it, but unfortunately all the stuff around me doesn't like that, and everything at the moment seems to be drip free. I have a little thing to keep the trainer dry as well because there's electric in there. I changed it, I had a big black thing on there which was getting in the way, so I stole a bit of Linda's tarpaulin, sorry, Mrs Macaroni's tarpaulin. It's about that gear now. Oh no, I quite like it actually. Stay in that gear. Oh, exciting. What have you, are you looking to sort it out this week, or have you seen a bike that you like? I'm a poet and I don't know it. Yeah, I've got two makes of Madison shorts. The blue ones that you see me in quite a lot. The main reason I wear those is because they're a bit more stretchy and I can still wear those at the moment. Um, Although I like the colour of them and I like the look of them. They're not as nice as this make, which I cannot remember what they're called. The other one's the Zenith. These are called something else. The others have a name on the side, which makes it easy. These don't. But yeah, they're nice and comfortable. Got stretchy bits here. Well, it's not actually stretchy, but different material there. Doesn't get in the way at all when you cycle it. Yeah, soon catch up. For anybody who doesn't know, because I know we've got Ed on, we've got Sean on, somebody else is on as well. Myself and Sean, and my son did mention it, so we're definitely going to keep him to his word. Well, hopefully, when all this is over, as in coronavirus and this, and I've recovered, yeah, I don't want to do one back to back, I don't think. But probably a case of planning this for next summer, isn't it? I would imagine. We're hoping to do the thing for real. Possibly the other way around. Almost definitely the other way around. I.e., Land's End to John O'Groats. Yeah, Scott was right about that hill. Got up the first part of it. Really getting up into the highland. Where is that? Crikey. Tops out at 1,332. We certainly aren't at sea level now. I presume that's feet. Must be if it's miles per hour. I got my new prescription glasses for bowling out because I've got the one. I've got some a pair for cycling, and a pair for bowling. I was going to wear them, but they're down there. I don't think the weather is the right weather for sunglasses. I'll stick to my normal glasses at the moment. Reminds me, I'd probably need to eventually get some polychromatic lenses for them for riding in sort of different lights, i.e. the ones that change light, change shade. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're going to stay in bed and breakfast. I suppose that's why you want to do it in as little time as possible. But Scott, the person who owns the bed and breakfast, is saying that. Is it Scott who said that? I think it was a lot of people, or maybe it's a person before. Some one of them saying about the ones that try and do it in the whatever it is, like 10 days or something. And they usually arrive around John O'Groats area with lots of injuries and things like that. I don't think that's how we'll try and do it. Steady wins a race. It doesn't really, but obviously steady gets you there without injury, or hopefully gets you there without injury. So what distances are we thinking tonight? Let's say you can guess now if you want and change your mind up to 5 miles. Probably don't need to explain the rules and guessing the mileage because you two know it anyway. We've got one other person there who may come in. At the top of the screen, the numbers next to the duration time is the distance in miles. So far we travelled 4.2 miles. Long white squiggly line at the bottom is actually the elevation line. And I just noticed my picture is covering it. So, do I dare move anything? Right. I'm trying to see exactly where that line. The line finishes by sheer coincidence or good planning, right where my front wheel is. Okay, so that's the length of what we're doing tonight. From the beginning of that line up to my front wheel. The red line is where we are at the moment at 4.3 miles. And you need to try and guess. Do you want me to make my picture smaller, Sean, so you can see it? Probably can't do it with no hands, can I? Is this going to work? Da-da-da-da-da. So just have the corner over it. That's got to be almost perfect, doesn't it? Streaming genius. $17.8. Cool. I changed it too late. We've got to remember I'm 30 seconds ahead of you. That's all right, isn't it? Or do you want me to change it back? You tell me. If you want me to change it back, I'll change it back. Fine tuning the streaming page as we go. So we get what we want in the end. I know what I still don't like and I need to do something about. And I will, eventually. But leave it as it is now. Or change it back. So now or back from this point. I'll get your message in about another minute. But I am changing that. That's really annoying. That's better. Not quite right, but it's better. 21. Hey. So fussy that one. Get this just right. It's as good as I'll get. I'm happy with that. Apart from what I do in my picture. But now, please. Like that then. That's fine. Which means I need to make him a little bit bigger so he clicks up to the top of that. Obviously, if we get higher than that on the line at the end, we'd have to move the picture up again, but that doesn't matter. That's another day, isn't it? Right, I'll go back to the training program so I can concentrate on cycling. Gosh, 27 minutes, 5 miles. That's not too bad. Gets it done in 2 hours, doesn't it? Less than 2. Somewhere between 1.5 and 2, I suppose, depending on how long it is. Or 2.5 if it's really long. I don't think it's that long. So we're sticking with our mileages then. I'll give you a minute because of the lag to change your mind if you want to, or stick with what you got. I can see a minute on there. 1 minute past 6, so 2 minutes past. That'll probably change, won't it? Talking to myself now, in a way. I hope it's less than 2 hours. Want me tea? Scott Andrews, as his name is, recommended, I think it's the Cairn Inn. I'm not sure whether it's inn or not, but it's definitely Cairn. It's the local place to eat, so that's what I'll be virtually eating. Let's say I'll be virtually eating a homemade pizza and chips, double fried chips, homemade onion rings, side salad, or let's say for real, I'll be eating an Aldi pizza, oven chips, frozen onion rings, and probably a bit of salad. Oh, Ed's changed it. Okay. You sticking, Sean? Is that Ed's or Anita's? It's Sean, 17.8. Never change. I think it's 43.7. Well, I think it's going to feel like it anyway. Between two gears, I can't decide whether I want to push it slightly with this one. No, I think I decided. I think my legs will burn out on that one. 75 used to be my cadence level. It's a nice cruising. Ah, I just spied actually one of those cafes again. Drive-through cafes, courtesy of the coronavirus. Thank you very much. Cheers. Oh, it's hot. Just how I like it. You have a question? Fire away. Could I stream the multiple? That is a bit beyond me. I could possibly look into it. I know people do multiple stream, but all the people that I know that do that are people that have been doing it for a long time. I haven't seen anything on the OBS program that allows me to do that. And there are other formats. Basically, you have to have a program that which is what all this is about. What you see is set up on OBS, which is kind of like I don't know how to describe it really. It's like a decoder kind of thing. It's kind of like a grand version of Publisher. And then that has all the code in the background to be able to encode it onto YouTube. So you don't do it straight through YouTube. I think you can, but you're very limited to what you can do. So you always use a program like that, because I need things that can read my camera and tell me and convert that into pictures. If you just plug the camera in as it is, all it will want to do is upload photos. Obviously you could use a webcam, but unless you spend a shed load of money on a webcam, you won't get a good picture. And I spent a shed load of money on my camera, so I might as well use it. So that's the long and the short of it. Now, when I went into it initially, I chose YouTube because it's kind of the big platform for streaming, other than like Twitch, but that's more games. Yeah, I know. I'll look into it. As I say, if we can't do it on OBS, probably the reason that you get the people that do the multi-platform is because it might be that to be able to do that, you've got to get one of the paid programs, and they're not cheap, and that's kind of beyond my budget. So this is Streamlabs OBS. There's two OBSs. There's OBS and there's Streamlabs OBS. Streamlabs OBS is just it's because it's more based around streaming, as the other OBS is you can do streaming on it, obviously, but I think that's more for people doing videos and films and things. I shall have a look at some stage over the next couple of days. I know what you mean. You probably put the videos up on there, download the videos onto it, so that'll take a long time. Yeah, but then how do I see both chats? Because obviously I've got the YouTube chat here. I mean, I could have the YouTube chat on there on OBS, but I like to be able to see the training program at a lot of the stages, because then I can sort of see exactly where I am. But I suppose, yeah, it's taxing my brain. Can you do Facebook Live for that length of time? Are they? So how do I'd have to have my phone up somewhere, wouldn't I? Not sure. Front facing camera is not. Yeah. Can I play around with it in that? Can I do a couple of attempts, just sort of see how a Facebook Live comes out, and then once I've done it, delete it? I presume I can do that, can I? I don't want bits of like, oh, this isn't working, let's try something else. My project on the bike bit at the moment is the trainer sensor. At the moment, it's taking a battery, virtually a battery, every time I do this, which is going to cost an absolute fortune by the end of it. So I'm putting what little electronics knowledge I have together with the internet, and I've got some bits and pieces arriving because luckily I have a spare sensor because one of the sensors didn't work very well with the battery anyway, which is quite handy. Thought it may be a fault, but they both do that. I was told there was a fault where it did that. Bit of a coincidence to have two faulty ones. But the old one, I am going to try and do a hack and convert it into mains with an AC/DC supply, so 3-volt AC/DC, because obviously it runs off a CR2032 battery, which is 3 volts. I think there's something like batteries around about 270 something milliamps. So then the one that I got coming is 600 milliamps. That's fine. You can be over the milliamps. You can't ever be under the milliamps, so you burn it out. So it's over the 270, which is good. And I can adjust this AC/DC to 3 volts, which is exactly what the battery is. Connect it to the battery terminals, or what I saw on the internet, you kind of make a fake battery up that you push into it. It's lucky it's one of the ones where you push in, it's not one you clip in. So as long as you can have a piece of insulation, 2 bits of metal, one with a positive, one with a negative, push it in there, connect a plug to the end of a little bit of the wire, like the ones that you have that go in your laptops or whatever, or your phone chargers. Well, not the phone chargers now because they're USBs, but you know what I mean. The little round male and female plug to disconnect and connect it, and it'll run forever on electricity then. I don't have to worry about buying hundreds and hundreds of batteries. Oh, I've still got to buy some of them because the other sensors use them, but that's how you can see. When I get to the end of this ride, I put a new battery in just now. I can guarantee it'll be on 10% because it shows you on the Bluetooth what it's on. The battery in the heart rate monitor and the battery on the cadence monitor have been in there since I started this ride, and they both still say 100%. They'll probably last a year, and that's lasting a day. Not good. But where would we be today in quarantine if it wasn't for giving ourselves challenges? Well, where would I be? I'd be climbing the walls, I think. So that's my next thing to fix, really. And I like my gaming, and I have a friend I've been trying to get to have a little session on the games with for about the last 2 weeks now, and it hasn't happened. It's going to happen again today, and it didn't. Maybe a bit tonight, get tea done and everything. But yeah, need a bit of me time. Maybe try and sort it out for the weekend. I can have a look at it on Friday, and I have my injection day, a bit of downtime. So I'm thinking for the Friday, because obviously, if I'm honest, I think it was riding on the Friday messed me up a bit for the weekend, which is why Sunday was so hard. So I don't think there's anybody there that doesn't know the situation anyway. Had my injection on Friday, makes me feel like crap. So I might either not do a ride on Friday, so I do 6 days a week streaming, or I just do like a sort of like something really small, like a 5 miler or something like that, just to put a presence up there, which I suppose you just keep the legs going for the weekend. Then high tech, yeah, I kind of turned into that person kind of thing. I may need to use the putting a shout out there. I hope he's listening. As far as I know, another Sean. I think he's an electrical engineer. I may be wrong. If he's not, then that's okay. I'm sure he would have helped if he could. But I may need to get some of his advice just on before I do the ultimate plug it in and watch it go bang. But I've done the one that I've ordered. I have purposely ordered with marked wires. You know, when you get a transformer, you usually get kind of like the two cables. Quite often now they're just black cable, aren't they? But they used to on a lot of them in the old days. You'd have one wire would be black and one wire would be black with a white stripe on, so you could tell what's negative and positive. And I've ordered one like that because I don't have a multimeter, so I can't just looking at the next thing and trying to read it and talk at the same time. I just realised I can't read and talk at the same time. Well, I can if I'm reading, saying what I'm reading. Yeah, so I need a multimeter for that to then double check that I was putting positive on positive and negative on negative. But hopefully I won't have to do that. So making it as simple as I can for myself. It's worth a try. Got the spare one if it goes wrong. And hi babe. That's Jojo, Joanna, anybody else, or Joe, Joanne, just not Joanne, she likes Joanna because that's her name. She's watching from Sean's phone in the car. Oh, so does that mean we've got two Sean Hickses in different places? But one's a female Sean Hicks. Huh. You put high tick. Get me for donate. I spelt donate wrong on my stream. Sean pulled me up on it. Had a major resentment ever since. As if. No resentment at all. Filled a good 10-15 minutes of the stream, really, didn't it? So, did us a favour. Oh, I see. Did you get everything you want? Well, a little downhill now. Not so bad now. We're up there though. We're just up to about 999 feet. Tell me if I'm wrong. Must be feet, mustn't it? Could it be meters? There's no symbol to say. It's just figures. Must be feet. I'll Google it later. I think that because you put miles, you can choose kilometres or miles obviously when you set up your settings in the trainer. So I'm guessing that makes it feet and inches. Old school. Yeah, thank you, Joe. I think I've had a good day. It's kind of been sorting bits and pieces out again. I'd like a day when I'm not sorting bits and pieces out and I can sort other stuff out. Did a bit of tidying up in my clothes room because it really needed it. Well, I've run out of drawer space again now. But I've had to put a load of clothes away that I'm not going to need for another few weeks for definite. My going out type. So I've got all my Corona outfit sorted. How about you, Joe? You had a good day? At the moment, I think it's just. Oh, I missed. I was going to say that it's you, Sean, and Ed. But Anita is there because she's given us a guess of 22.5. Eat. Can't fit the A in. 22.5. Joe would have to. You can guess, Joe, if you want. It's a bit late, but you know, we have been saving Sean's life, going out foraging. Joe the Hunter. Me bring back toilet roll and spaghetti. A luxury Highland home. We're going past Loch Moy. Ah, 21.5. It's the only one benefit of having short-term memory problems is I can't remember what it is now. Only roughly. But then I could say, I know it's somewhere around your guesses. Alright, finish my cup of tea. Get the hammer down. Once it's hammer time, it's concentrate and stop freewheeling time. About to hit the 10-mile point. Looks like quite a nice lake. It's got a little island in the middle of it. Living on an island. Sung by who? Little quiz. I think in the next couple of stages, oh, I'm going to stop talking because I've got the circle of death in the middle of my screen at the moment. Oh no, it's gone. And I didn't stop talking anyway. Yeah, I think we pass a fairly famous golf course in the next 2 or 3 stages. So Joe, as you can probably see by the stream, just to fill you in, we're going to the An-Sealgair bed and breakfast, Carrbridge. Going to meet Scott Andrews, good Scottish name, and he sounded like a good Scottish person. I think he was Scottish. I hope he was Scottish. Sounded Scottish. Very friendly. Had a little laugh and a joke and a chat. Told me a bit about stuff, things going on. It's nice. Nice to speak to, it's nice to speak to anybody, isn't it, at the moment, really. Sounds like a very nice place to go and stay. Come over that way. Hopefully we'll be that way on the pedals. Hopefully, yeah. When this bike has 2 wheels instead of 1. Always look on the bright side. Good luck. Regretting the long sleeves now. Getting quite warm. I've gone past the 10-mile mark. 10.5 already. Mind you, can feel a bit of burn in the legs. Apologies if anybody thinks that riding with no hands is a little bit of a cheat, but it's I don't know, it's quite strange. It's not as comfortable as when you're riding on the road for some reason on the handlebars. I don't know whether it's like the sort of jogging and things keeps the arms moving, keeps the blood pumping around them more, but doesn't feel as natural a position, even though I think I've got the bike as normal as it would be. Might be a little tipped back. No, it can't be. I was just thinking it can't be because I can only just reach the bottom. If it's tipped back, it'd feel like the seat was lower, wouldn't it? So, yeah. I was going to say I do a bit more riding with no hands. I do a lot more riding with no hands. Because for some reason, I don't know whether it's this bike or whether it's getting older, I seem to have lost the knack of riding with no hands. You should be very good at that. That's a good 12 miles an hour going there. That's all right. A little bit of a push. I just thought, I suppose a lot of you probably know anyway. You might have had a look on Google roughly where I'm going and all that kind of thing. We're on the A9 at the moment. Spend quite a bit of time on that. I think we follow that all the way round. Sorry, I'm just going to have a peep, a little peep, see if I can see. Oh, too far. Yeah. So you can see Cairngorms National Park. And I think that we pretty much go, well, I don't know, I'm pointing there, you can't see that, can you? We kind of head round it anti-clockwise on the A9. Just sort of show you that. Be like in real life, me going, oh, we're lost. We're going the right way. Are we there yet? Oh, where did I stop? The orange. What orange? I've got camo on. Or do you mean my feet? I've had orange on since the beginning, feet-wise, although... Don't know whether you can see. I now have... Those are the new socks that arrived, because I only had, I have to say, 2 real pairs of cycling socks, which I really love them. They're really, really nice socks. But they're yellow, which isn't orange. My ambition... my birthday's on the 15th of May, so my ambition is to get some orange cycling shorts, and not necessarily all orange, although I've seen a nice pair, and an orange cycling top that I can don with a slightly fitter looking body. That is not today. Today is baggy cycling top, baggy cycling shorts. So thank you. I think that's female Sean Hicks. They are Shimano cycling shoes. Which I need cycling shoes because I've actually got clipless pedals. So that's why they've got the bit on the bottom of them to clip into the pedals like that, so your feet can't come out. Mountain biking ones, which I like because unlike a lot of the road bike ones, the cleats, the metal bits, stand proud, which is when you see cyclists walking down the street going click, click, click. These are kind of flush, because the idea is obviously when you're mountain biking, sometimes you need to get off your bike and climb and walk up bits. So you can do that in these. They've got nice grippy bottoms. So you could wear them almost like a pair of trainers. And just to impress you even more, Joe, they've got wind up shoelaces. Look, you might hear this. I'll wait for the pedals to stop. So you click it in and you wind up your feet. Makes you go faster. There, that's it. I'm not stopping again now. Well, I will probably stop for a little break at some stage. 1 minute break to stretch my legs. Let's go up another gear now. Just move along a bit. More efficient in that one. It doesn't hurt as much either. Is this a cycle ride or a fashion show? It's everything and anything you want it to be. I'm guessing one of you's driving at the moment. Is that male Sean Hicks? That's a funky little dip. You can see it on the stream. Little dipping up in a few miles' time. A steady climb up to what will be the highest point. I think we're washing days in order tomorrow. I can come on my last little sets of cycling clothes. Plenty of other clothes. Like I was getting dripped on then. Ooh, a bit of wind getting up. Not sure I've been drinking enough. What's the plan tonight, Ed and Anita? Little chat to your sis. Ring around. You got any particular thing lined up for the goggle box? Hi Yasmin. How are we? Things is going okay at the moment. Don't want to speak too soon. Certainly around the halfway mark. And I'm not dead or dying. So, thumbs up, fingers crossed. How's your day gone? How's Phil? How are the other Hicks boys? Are they surviving the lockdown? Liam asked me a question, I think, didn't they? I've spoken to Liam, third party to you. Oh, stretch your legs out a little bit. I was going to say something then that you're seriously tempted fate, so save it for the end of the stream. Following this river at the moment, this B&B that I'm virtually staying in tonight, the An-Sealgair, An-Sealgair, An-Sealgair. I'm hoping that's right, An-Sealgair. Seen some pictures, which I guess is sort of the scenery around. It's absolutely beautiful. You look it up on Google, one of the pictures comes up, this arch bridge thing, stone bridge. Looks very nice. I'm sure he would have done me an amazingly good deal. It's very good value for money. I can say that now. Well, I'd say actually, considering when we go past where I stand tonight, and we get into, as I'd noticed, wow, when you get into the national park area and you're going around there, ooh, the prices of the little hotels and things like that seem to go up a bit like round here, where you've only got to go 5-10 miles down that way into the Cotswolds and suddenly prices go up. This is a good place to stop. Value for money. Yeah, the rooms look lovely. The surrounding area look lovely. I'm sure the cairn inn is lovely for food as well. Scott has promised me a wonderful breakfast in the morning. If anybody's thinking I kind of make this up as I go along, I actually do ring these people up. If I don't say anything, if I just say we're going for so-and-so to so-and-so, then that's because I haven't spoken to people. A bit like last night, we were staying at the Premier Inn, so there's kind of no point in ringing up the Premier Inn because you don't ring up the actual Premier Inn itself anyway. You go through to a call centre, don't you, first of all? But yeah, when I speak about the people, I haven't just got it off a website. I do ring them up, ask them how they are, all that kind of stuff. And he was very sympathetic about the cause and the charities that I'm doing the stuff for. Very interested. He's a cyclist himself, so used to do quite a bit of serious mountain biking. But I think as he was saying, he's blown his knees out, so that's a thing of the past. But now he's trying to get his son into it. I don't need to get my son into it, he's already into it, so that's an easy job for me. He likes his fitness. I'm going to give a personal shout out. Shout out to my children, because they're wonderful and I'm very proud of them. Isaac, Izzy and Georgia, love you. Why did you do a thumbs up when I said love you? That looks really naff. I'm going to cut that bit out. I can't really. Isaac, Izzy and Georgia, love you, miss you. We need to get one of them thingies going again, house party things. We're going to do one on my youngest daughter. middle child, depending on how you want to look at it. Izzy, her birthday coming up very soon. So we're going to do something then. Get a birthday cake and squeeze it down the Ethernet cable. I just thought we could. All of my kids have got a bit of a sweet tooth, which probably came from me because I certainly have. Son of a sweetie salesman, bound to have. I just thought we could all buy exactly the same cake and eat it together. Izzy decides which cake she wants, and then we all buy one and eat it on house party. I was just thinking of my dad as well. I didn't even notice, but this is not my normal hairstyle. Everybody that knows me knows that. This is a way of taming what's there by flattening it. It's like a comb over when I don't need a comb over kind of thing. But I just realised when I was doing my hair beforehand, sort of gelling it down and getting it like that. But during this coronavirus thing, because of the hair now, my hair's starting to look more and more like my dad's. It's just quite strange. I only noticed that today. So I'm kind of turning into my dad because of quarantine. Don't mean like that. My dad always used to have his hair really smart. He was one of the Brill Cream boys in the days. Always used to have a bit of a quiff there. he got a nickname at the Bowls Club, which stuck. Ken Sawyer gave him a hair flick. Yeah, he's no longer with us, but he was a laugh. Whew. Just gone through that little dip. Now we're heading up that hill to the summit. Whether it's like a mountain area, or whether it's just a high bit and you don't really notice it because it's all kind of high around there. Oh, sorry, wasn't looking at the chat. We're all well here, trying to keep busy. Been crocheting, whoa, cooking, baking, on Messenger to my friends all day. Phil's not done a lot. And Liam has been doing a puzzle. Nice one. Seems to be the corona thing, the puzzles. I was going to say I need a corona thing, but I think I've got a corona thing. At the moment it's keeping me busy during the days as well, because I'm still learning, still adjusting it, still adding bits to it, still realising where I'm going wrong and that kind of stuff. Like today, I didn't realise that when you first start the stream, you can put all your description and everything in to start with. So I was starting it with just the title. So obviously, if somebody wanted to come along and watch it afterwards, they wouldn't see any of the description. They couldn't see any links to the charities or anything like that. So I've had to go back through all the other streams and put that in. And in doing so, I scroll down to a bit I'd obviously missed scrolling down to where all the tags are. So I put all the tags in now so that people can find it. So get me busy, sorting out the clothes. That's my day. Sorting out clothes, computery stuff. And getting this set up, which is, this is becoming quicker now. It's taken about over 2 hours to get it up, to get it set up each day. Doesn't take that long now. Hour max, I think. Ugh. What's Liam's puzzle then? That's Min. Linda's doing a puzzle. They're teeny tiny pieces, like Linda sized pieces. It's like 500 piece puzzle, but it's only about that big. Ooh. Drips flying everywhere. So this rain's supposed to be going on for the rest of the week, I think, isn't it? On and off. It's all looking so good. It's like we're heading towards our summer. So somebody was saying on the radio, you know, it's kind of like it's bearable when the sun's out. And around a very, very long bend. It'd be a cool bit of road for a motorcycle. Oh, sorry. Just have another stretch. Feel like I should be having a break, but other than just getting a bit of stiffness out the legs, I feel okay actually. Oh. Just getting the creases out my bum. Thousand piece. I'm like a 50 piece man myself, I think. I don't do puzzles. They did puzzles by numbers. So piece 1, piece 2, piece 3. I'll do that. Disney puzzle. Cool. I can't remember what Linda's is now. It's something weird like biscuits or something, I can't remember. I was going to try one of my new botanicals the last night and we never got around to it. So I think when I finish this, get the tea on the go, make me and Mrs. Macaroni. Well, I'll make myself botanicals, nice tonic water, some lemon juice in it maybe. Oh, I know what I can try in it. Oh, I just thought. I've got some passion fruit stuff. So she's been teasing me because she's got passion fruit is my absolute favourite flavour of all time in the sweet flavours anyway. She's been teasing me because she's got some passion fruit gin, which I can't have. could squeeze the passion fruit out of it and leave the gin behind, that'd be great. So I'm going to invent my own passion fruit botanical drink and tonic. Maybe not tonight, I might just, because I want to taste what the other botanicals actually taste like. Got 2 new ones. So my plan was to get the top 5 and then try them out. So I've tried 3 of the top 5. One of them's disgusting, 2 of them are quite nice. Actually 2 of them are really nice and one of them's disgusting. And these 2 sound very nice. And hopefully one of them is the number 1, so that's the one I'm looking forward to. I can maybe try some of that passion fruit in the disgusting one, see if it makes it taste nice. Although that one, it says to have it with ginger ale, so I'll try that first. The only way I can describe it, it tastes very medically. It's not, the others are all kind of like herbs and spices and very natural kind of just nice tastes, you know, like when you have like elderflower cordial and all that kind of stuff. It's all those kind of flavours, and juniper berries and hibiscus flowers and orange blossom and all that kind of stuff. This one tastes like a plaster. Do you want a drink or do you want to suck on a plaster? That's absolutely fine, Yasmin. You carry on. It's not like it's a 5-minute stream where you kind of watch what I'm doing and then that's done and dusted, or like a clip on YouTube. I'm very, very grateful to all of you, because you come in and you take part and stay on for as long as you do, basically. Which, considering, you know, it's not like I've got hundreds and hundreds of YouTube fans to keep me company. So I'm extremely grateful for all the support you're doing, and I expect you to treat it like that. Go in and out, have it running in the background, have it running in another room while you're doing the washing up, and go, oh, I forgot I was watching Richard. That's all fine. It's all part of life, isn't it? Oh, my Wordscapes has just brought up a little announcement on my phone saying a daily gift has arrived. It'll be a gift you've got to pay for. Oh, Mrs. Macaroni's just got out of I can see into the living room from where I am, so out of a chair with purpose. So that either means she's coming to offer me another cup of tea, or she's going to say, when are you bloody finishing? Or she's just going to give me a thumbs up. Oh, it was a good one. She's asked me whether I want a cup of tea. Yes, please. Can I have a jam and cream scone as well, please? No? Okay, right. It's worth a try, wasn't it? It's a cafe, isn't it? You know, you'd have thought they'd do jam and cream scones. Just going into National Park. You get cream teas in every national park. I wonder There's got to be a Scottish cream tea, because there's cream, because there's cows in Scotland, and their milk's very good. So there's got to be good cream. So they must do cream teas. I wonder, because obviously like you get a difference between the Cornwall and Devon cream tea. I wonder if Scotland or areas of Scotland have their own versions of cream teas as well. And don't say they deep fry it. That already went through my head. Salad. You're obsessed with salad. Which Sean is that? Oh, I think I might need a wee, but I don't want to lose my heart monitor, because I think that'll be out of range. There the loo is. Might have to do a Paul of Ratcliffe. Oh, well, we're right at the top now. I'll just have to assume again that it's feet. 1,332 feet high. I'm going to look it up just to make sure. If it's meters, I'm very impressed. Can't be, can it? No, definitely can't be. It's just crazy. Just trying to see what that says. Sorry, I'm looking at German soldier's head. Oh, is that a monument then? Back home from the shopping now. So you got both. Did you miss us very much, Joe? I missed you. You can do a bit of Google for me now. I've just seen this. Oh, sorry, thank you. This monument. Well, I presume it's a monument. Yeah, it's got a little castle picture on it. German soldier's head. Any idea what that is? Oh, deep fried salad. I could go deep fried salad. I can go deep fried anything at the end of the day. Still yet to have it. Keeps looking at me. Well, it hasn't done for a long time now. But when I was going to the chippy, had deep fried Snickers and deep fried Mars bar. Still never tried one, but I will. My treat for when I finish this. I'll have one of each. Oh, I have to say, Sean, your guess isn't looking good. Well, it's looking good at this point. The other thing I do need to remember as well, if I ever need to go and powder my nose midstream, literally, is to remember to take my microphone off. That could be quite embarrassing. Speaking of which, sorry, that made a lot of noise. It's coming out my ear. The stone carved soldier's head with helmet as a monument to a fellow soldier who had died. It can be seen on the LHS left hand side. Just got that one. Of the A9, yeah. We were literally just past it. We'll get to see that. The German head. It's a very strange thing. Sorry, my microphone's coming out my ear. I thought I was stopping at the German monument. Did I say I was going to do that? Well, I can't see it, it's just a picture on the screen. Oh, I see what you mean. You would have won. Yeah, I get it now. You would have been spot on at the German monument. That was. Are you going to say now that your guess was how far it was to the German monument? So we're heading into the national park now. My guess is if we were really there at this moment, it would be looking rather beautiful either side of the road. Now this is where I think if you look either side of the A9, there's roads, and I think they make they join up a load of those roads to make like a cycle path or cycle route, sorry. So it's a little bit complicated to get this trainer to try and follow a road. It follows an A to B line, basically. Well, not an A to B line. It follows roads from A to B. You can kind of drag it across a bit and make it follow certain ways, put some other waypoints in. But it's already kind of taken me most of the day to do anything like that. And I need to, this is the last route that I have set up. So I need to do another batch of them tomorrow. So that's going to be probably the main job tomorrow. Try and get the next 5 or 6 set up. I've worked out where I want them to go. I've got the postcodes down, the places that I'm going to be staying at, so I'm sticking on here. But might have a little play around, see if I can get to follow certain roads. I've done it before on the big one, but nearly crashed the system basically. Quite CPU heavy on its usage for some reason. I suppose there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Just little, lots of little lodges and things, self-catering places and B&Bs. Although I have one stage coming up where I'm stopping earlier than I wanted to, because there's like a big gap. There's like a place to stay and then nothing for ages, which would have made it way longer than I think I can do during the week. So, but that's how it would be, isn't it? you know, you pick a place where you think you can get to. You certainly don't pick a place where, or carry on from that place knowing that the distance between that and the next place is way beyond what you're capable of. Stay within your limits. Always push your limits, but stay within them. Which kind of makes logical sense, because if you go outside your limit, you're outside your limit. You're in trouble, aren't you? I'm going to look that head up once I've done this, or later on tonight. You should look up some of the pictures of the places I'm staying. The place I'm staying at tonight, Joe. Looks really nice. Oh, it's almost all downhill from this point. Ah, you can't see it yet, so I won't spoil the surprise. And I won't know when you can see it, because obviously time lapse. It's my phone asking me what I'm doing. Should know by now. Little break. So just want to stretch. Without breaking my ankles. Sticking 14 stone through my ankles on Krypton pedals. Probably not too good for them. It felt good though. So, loosen up the ankles. Do funny pedalling. Loosen up the arms. Hey. Do a little dance. Hey. Try doing that for real. Oh, we've gone past Ed's now. Heading towards Joe's and Anita's. So the women are going to win tonight. Not that I'm trying to make it sexist in any way or create a male-female war. So just in case you don't know Nazanin's family, obviously it's a bit late to guess now, but the two guesses still left in the hat. Well, no, saying that, no, that's not true, because we have Ed at 19 that we've gone past, but obviously we're still close to 19. Joe at 21.5, so who knows at the moment, actually, it is still between 3. And Anita at 22.5. Yes, Sean. I did say, pay attention. No, you were driving at the time, I think. Cairngorm. There you go. Cairngorm's National Park. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we can see the finish line there. Have I gone one too many? I have really, haven't I? It's a bit too close. Got a little kink coming up. I would turn the steering wheel, but it's right next to the parasol base. And the camera's on the parasol base. So that could be a disaster. Got dark. Oh, I was going to say it got dark again. So the camera adjusted itself. No, got dark again. Da, da, da. Try and keep pedalling as well as doing that. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Might have to go up one. Getting dark again. Let's go 2. Just that one. Just got that one. Don't want to finish as a silhouette, do I? One more. One more for luck. There. That's as high as I'm going. That's better. Should do that automatically. I think I might have it on the wrong setting there. I think I need it on aperture. Got it on manual. You can't actually have it on auto because the computer does the settings for you, which is a shame because that camera would be far better at doing the settings than that computer is. Oh, around that corner. Oh, that's a tight corner. Little chicane. Back around the other way. Get round it then. Yes. No, it'd probably actually help. I'm a silhouette at the moment. Yeah, put them both on, yeah. Might get Sean's request of a bit of artificial light. See if it makes a difference before you end up big glowing thing. I think that might have helped. My lighting engineer sorted that out for me. Right, let's get this thing home. Let you all have your own peace and quiet. Get me out your living room. Right. Serious time. Hammer time. Still I rise. No, I made the leftovers barbecue. Sean's just, no, Sean has not. How very dare me. Joe has just asked, what's for dinner? Leftover barbecue. Very observant from yesterday. No, I turned those 2 sausages that I was going to throw at Sean, and the piece of chicken we had left over from last night with some other bits and pieces, and made an omelette for breakfast. So that's all the leftovers gone now. We are having simple tea tonight. We're having pizza, so probably pizza chips, onion rings. And that'll be it, because tomorrow I'll spend a bit more time on prepping, because we're having sea bass tomorrow, and I like to fiddle about with it, stick some herbs and spices on it and that kind of stuff. So yeah, nice and simple. Get it out the freezer, bung it in the oven, eat it, sit down and relax. Because Nick wants to play a bit of dark and light tonight. So while Linda's watching a bit of the telly, I'll do a bit of dark and light. What? She said, oh no you won't. I don't know, she's doing sign language at me now. I don't know what it means. It's a bit like when she calls down, say the bath's ready, and I've got the telly blaring away, and she thinks that because it's quiet upstairs that I can hear her, but it's not quiet in the living room, so I can't. What's the name of the hotel? Yasmin? It's at the top there. It is An-Sealgair. It's a bed and breakfast, family run bed and breakfast, run by a lovely guy called Scott Andrews. Had a really nice chat with him. Obviously difficult times for them at the moment. Place looks lovely. If you look it up on Google, the rooms look really nice. So it's AN and then a dash, then CEALGAIR in Carrbridge. And there's one picture, it'll probably come up the same on yours, there's sort of obviously some scenery around there, this like sort of arch, I think it's a stone bridge, I'm not sure I'd stand on it, it's a very old looking thing, it just looks beautiful. I think there might be like a mill or something there, I can't remember now, I've got the pictures in front of me now. But yeah, a bit of a cyclist himself. He had a nice little chat. He said he'd try and join in on the stream. He could be one of the people, there's 7 people watching at the moment. So not everybody's on chat. Because in order to get on chat, you need to set up, as you know, you set up a YouTube channel. I don't know why you have to do that. Once you set up that, magically the chat bar at the bottom comes up and you click on that and you can chat then. But you can't do it without setting that up, which seems very weird. But it's easy enough to do. Just follow what it tells you to do, basically. So go to my channel, I think, and if you haven't got one, then it'll take you through on how to set it up. Did it with Ed and Anita. And I was talking to somebody else about it. I won't say names because they're not on here yet. A friend, but obviously see very often, an artist on the Isle of Wight. I have a lot of respect for her work and her attitude to life. She was trying to get on. Everyone likes a good fiddle. I'm behind now on that. I must have said something to do with fiddles, and now I can't remember what. Oh, sorry. I know we're nearly there, but I just need to. I'm not going to get off the bike, don't worry. But I just need to. I could. Not really fast enough, that is it? I could do that there. Oh, that hurts. Give that one a miss. I would never make it if I did that. I'd probably conk out on that bend. So yeah, An-Sealgair in Carrbridge. Or I guess it's An-Sealgair bed and breakfast. If you look on the map now, you can actually see, because obviously the finish point's right where it is. You can see the name then on the map. So you get into Carrbridge and then I guess, well, not back out. I'm sure Andrew will say, and I'm pretty certain looking at that line, it's a very long way to go to get there. It looks a lot quicker, unless you can't get on off the A9 at that point. Maybe you can't. It looks a lot easier to go down the A9 and turn left, doesn't it? Well, we've gone past Joe's. We're right. Yes, I think. We're half a mile past Joe's and half a mile away from Anita's, which I think, yes. Unfortunately for Joe, sorry Joe, but well done Anita. Anita has guessed the nearest in miles, which is 22.5. You're not going to be that far. Let's see. Could be spot on. There's a golf club there. Oh, Carrbridge Golf Club. Makes sense, doesn't it? When I was up in Scotland working up there, that's one thing you do notice about Scotland. They love their golf clubs. Around here, we love our bowls clubs and a few golf clubs. It's the OAP version of golf, isn't it? Oh, now I think we are going to go past. So we're going to go past everybody's guess. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Pretty certain by the looks of it. Yes. But without a doubt, Anita Gallagher, you are a winner. And your prize is you get a free call anytime this evening to speak to the famous Linda Young. What a prize. You have a look at it, Yasmin. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's definitely one of the places I'm stopping. £600 a night, mind you. No, it's not. I shouldn't have said that at the end of the street. It looked very good value compared to what goes on further down into the park. And I think even if it wasn't, you'd pay that bit of extra just to stay somewhere like that. The village itself must be really nice with all that kind of stuff around. You can see that river running through it. Very rural. I can see him now. He's got a cup of tea there waiting for me. So thank you, Andrew, for putting me up. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Yasmin. Phil, Liam. Hello. Thank you. And did you see the total's gone up slightly on the donations? So right at the end, I'm going to thank Ange M and Carol for donating. Very grateful to you. And we have just finished. We have arrived. So, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Thank you very much, everyone. Same time. I may start a bit earlier. I'm not expecting you to come in earlier. I think it might be a fairly long one tomorrow. I'll let you know on the Facebook page. And anybody message me if anybody's been watching and they haven't been able to get on the chat or anything like that. Leave a message on the YouTube channel, or if you know me on Facebook, leave a message on Facebook, and I'll try and help you through it. I'll leave it at that. So, love you. Stay safe. Peace out. Bye bye.